level of details you share, you know, goes a long way in either shaping or
Or
breaking
breaking.
your relationship.
But do you also agree that I think some guys generally have commitment issues?
I mean, that's absolutely bang on, you know. Um, I I mean, we've talked about what would make a guy not to decide to settle with or for a lady, but at the same time, we also recognize the fact that there are men who have commitment problem.
Yeah.
So
And it's not about you.
commitment
It's not
problem doesn't
you, it's
necessarily
them.
mean this is about you. It is definitely from them, and there are a lot of factors that are responsible for this, either because of shared experiences, because I think I mentioned to a friend of mine one time how people talk about how men don't talk, but it is actually not the fact. Men talk, they are just very selective and they cherry pick
Yeah,
places where you
places where
find
they
them
talk.
having such conversation. A man who is going through hell, going through shit in his relationship, might not, I mean, he won't probably go on social media or probably just randomly be discussing, or let's even say a man who is married is going through certain, you know, turbulent times. He, he, you won't find him talking to everybody about his struggles. Maybe he has a friend or
Yeah.
maybe two or three friends where all they do is discuss on the phone. They get to meet outside, discuss their issues. The trash it guy, try, do, I know this way you're supposed to behave.
Yeah.
They call you out on your BS,
Bullshit. Yeah.
tell you how to act, how to behave. So it's not like men don't talk. Now, imagine you being a guy who is single in that kind of midst, and then you're hearing all sort of things.
Yeah.
That can somehow affect how you look at relationships
Relationships.
or the possibility or the potential of being committed to one woman. Social media is now something else. There are a lot of things you don't necessarily need to experience yourself. There are things your friends don't need to tell you that, oh, I'm going through that. Sometimes you read something. I mean, I follow some pages, and when I read stories from such pages, I genuinely wonder how those things, I
Play
mean,
out.
in seven hell, how they are real, how those things happen. You'll be wondering, like, had these things happening?
Happening.
No, imagine you're not reading such, and men naturally, maybe it's a case of wanting to eat your cake and still have it. Men don't want to be, the word to use is, they don't want to be seen as, let me use the word anyways, being caged. Men still want to, like I said, want to eat their cake and still have it.
Be free.
Be free, exactly. Just, I want to hang out with my friend. I mean, you don't necessarily need to have, you don't want your woman to be grumbling that, okay, your friend, now I'm here. What is going to happen to me? Why can't you spend time with me? The truth of the matter is, let's also understand the fact that you cannot compete for attention with his friends.
True.
The time that he's going to spend with his friend is totally different from the time he's going to spend
Spend
with
with
you.
you.
A lot of men unbundled, unpack a lot of things
With their guys.
that is here that they can't even tell either their dad or their mom or their relatives. They say these things to their friends, and you don't want to be the one who is now saying, uh, I don't like the fact that you always want to spend time with your friend. You don't spend time with me. All you need to do is find a way to make, friends with any of these
His
friends, so that
friends.
to some extent, to a large
You
extent,
still have some.
you have some tiny bit of information. Maybe you don't have that kind of relationship to that extent, because ideally, some will tell you your partner should be your best friend, but not necessarily. You don't necessarily need to. A partner can't necessarily be your best friend. You might be someone who has been friends with. I mean, you've had a friend who has been through the hardest things in this world, and then the next thing you're saying, oh, I'm in a committed relationship, and all of a sudden my partner, or I get married now, or you get married now, your partner must be your best friend. It is not a guarantee. It is not a give. It is not a must. It is not a
Yeah.
sine qua non, like they say. So all you need to do is find a way to be closer to whoever it is, like cousin, best
Yeah.
friend,
So
so
you
that
can
I
know
mean
what's
you
going
get to know
on.
certain things that is going on. So just so that we don't, touch too much on this, these shared experiences from some of these men could potentially affect why a man might not want to
Mm-hmm.
commit. I just want to have my freedom. I want to enjoy my space. I want to be able to go
I
out
don't
when
want any woman asking me
I
where
don't
I
want,
am.
and because that would definitely happen. You can't be in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and not
And
expect
not be
to
accountable
not be
all the
accountable.
time.
And women will always
Ask
tell
question,
you that.
worry,
And
complain.
like I said, in most relationships as well, most relationships that leads into serious relationships or leading or evolving into marriages,
Mm-hmm.
more often than not, two out of every five times or three out of every five times, it is a woman who
Shades it.
actually influences that. Because, like I said, men still want to be free. A
Mm-hmm.
man in his 40s is still capable, is still great to bag the best of chick out there. I mean, you can call it social cultural conditioning, but it's a society where we find ourselves where a woman is at a certain age, everybody thinks at this point in time she should already have
Mm-hmm.
all the kids in this world, be married and be it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying these things are nice,
Yeah,
but as it is today,
that's what the
there are
culture
certain
is.
conversations
Yeah.
that even globally today you can't avoid.
Yeah.
Conversations like racism, as much as there is renewed consciousness there, as much as there are conversations around such topic,
Mm-hmm.
the truth of the matter is, in the next 20 years, the next 30
It
years,
will still be a
it will still be a
problem.
thing. So we might just say, oh, I mean, people are talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
it still won't stop or change the narrative of the fact that these things exist.
Exist.
So as a man, you just want to enjoy your freedom. Now, another aspect to this, so because this commitments, like we mentioned, involves a lot of things. As a man, you need to be physically ready to
Mm-hmm.
be committed. You need to be emotionally ready
Ready.
to be committed. Because a man who wants to eat his cake and still have it definitely has some level of emotional instability,
Yeah.
right? Psychologically, you also need to be ready to be committed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the most prominent and the most fundamental part of all of this is the financial readiness. We talk about how, I mean, I used to randomly crack these jokes around my friend. I said, during the time of our grandfathers, it was a lot easier to even marry 10, 15 wives than it is for you to marry one wife now.
No wife now. True.
Because the financial expectation,
Has risen so much.
it's on a different level. It is on a different level. You're buying fuel for as high as 1,000 naira or even more, depending on which location, geographic
Mm-hmm.
location you find yourself. Inflation right now is at a 3.4%. So price of consumables have not only doubled, they've quadrupled.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, salary has not changed, hasn't improved. Some people enjoy the luxury of hybrid. Some have to go to the office, covering a lot of distances because they just need to make sure that at the end of the day they
Yeah.
have,
Something
something to ensure
take
there's
home.
food
Yeah.
on their table. So as a man, and going back to what I initially mentioned around social cultural conditioning, a man is expected to
Provide.
start a home, start a family,
Mm-hmm.
provide. I mean, we're not seeing homes where women are bringing
Yeah.
what they need to bring to the table, but primarily in this society where we find ourselves, a man primarily provides. And what that therefore means is you have to stand up and be counted.
Yeah.
You cannot afford not to show up as a man. You need to make sure that financially you're ready to take care of yourself, and not just yourself,
Mm-hmm.
your babe. And if you're married with kids, I
Hmm.
mean, that's even a bigger problem,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Relationship is not also very cheap to
To
maintain, right?
maintain gifts here and there.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot say, oh, there's no woman that is not demanding.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, is a scale. Some women would make some divas demands, others would be reasonable. But at the end of the day, women still want to be
Mm-hmm.
pampered. They want to be taken care of, right? So you have to find a way to make sure that at every point in time you show up.
You show
And
up.
showing up, it is not in word of mouth.
Mouth
Because
alone.
I mean, back in the days, all I needed to do was probably understand all the lyrics of Westlife
Mm-hmm.
to write, love
Send her
notes or
messages
love
at night before
articles
she
or
sleeps
send
in the morning.
messages. Right now, you have to show working. So
Yes,
showing
so
working is not just in the words; it
mm-hmm.
has to be seen in action.
In actions.
Right now, you guys are not. I mean, I'm not saying women are not ready to build,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody is moving away from that kind of mindset and that perspective because everybody wants what is good in this life. As we're talking about how things are super expensive now, it doesn't only affect the men,
Mm-hmm.
the women too.
Yeah.
So I need to be sure that this guy is actually capable to take care of me. I need to be sure that, oh, this guy, even if it's potential that I'm looking at, he has to be something that I can at least see a blueprint
Mm-hmm.
or a
Yeah.
direction that is headed. If that is not there, trust me, you can start a relationship with a man. You might love the man, but the love definitely will never be enough. That is
Yeah.
where you find, a babe who is probably 29, 30, being in a relationship with a guy who is 32 or 33. And I mean, it's like, I don't think this guy is ready to take the relationship to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's not emotionally ready to,
But it's not
but he's not
financially ready.
financially ready. And imagine just grooming a babe for someone else. You built a relationship for 2 years, and all of a
Hmm.
sudden, someone just say, okay, this one is the kind of babe that I want. I mean,
Oh.
imagine the kind of, um, imagine the kind of, imagine the kind of situation, condition that is going to put you
Mm-hmm.
in. So that's why you sometimes find some men, I mean, not being ready for commitments in a relationship because
Mm-hmm.
they think they need to get to a certain level,
Level before they
get to a
can. Yeah.
certain,
I've heard of that.
financial
Yeah. So
level
another
before
thing
they
I
can
think
do.
girls should do better with is the act of giving, because I
Oh,
noticed that during talking stages, some men start doing one or two, send you something, buy you something, take you out. And then if you've gotten to the point of like visiting, or maybe you guys have started dating already. So the same way you're trying to look at how, so girls think that they're the only ones that know how to wait for showing of working. The guys too are waiting for you to show working. Your working is not just maybe that's if you guys are already intimate, jump on the bed. There are workings in terms of material things too that I think girls should learn to do. So because a woman feels that, oh, because she's giving her body, what's more? There are other
are you the
things you
only
should
one giving
even
your
be
body?
giving before your body. Your body should be like the last thing. So you're already visiting somebody, you guys are in touch, you guys, I mean, feeling is mutual. And you've never bought the tiniest gift, you've just been at the receiving end. You see this particular one, I don't like it at all and I don't support it. I'm not saying go and clear your savings to buy gift for somebody, but there are even some things that even you will follow and eat inside. Some of you will not buy. Like you're going to a man's house, you guys know how men are. I mean, some men are not the kitchen type. You're visiting him, you will go empty handed so that he can take you out to go and get food. You could have bought food, you could have cooked. There are some little things like that that won't cost you anything.
Mm.
Apparently, you're even going to even eat out of the food. Or you just package a really nice shirt or nice palm or something. Oh, I just decided to get this for you. I saw your size. I
You
thought
need
you
to wait
might
for his
like it. And
birthday.
you want to wait for his birthday. Some of you say, when his birthday, I go plan and well. No, you might break up before then. You may think you are stingy and not even wait for his birthday. Don't wait for birthdays to appreciate people, to be kind, to be nice, buy something. Some of you have collected so much money. Another thing you people do, right? Someone has been taking care of you, has probably been spending some amount of money. Let's say in a space of 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
you can say that, oh, this person has given you up to like 2 million naira or worth of gifts. Now, for someone that has invested at least 2 million, and let's say it's cash, you now want to gift the person. I'm not saying any gift is not good, oh, but but follow the words of what someone has invested in you.
Mm.
So someone has imparted, someone has invested. So let me not say it's an investment. Make it not be like say they expect returns. But somebody has been kind to you, in 2,000 ways, for instance. So it takes nothing for you to be kind to that person in 500 ways or in 1,000 ways, depending on what you can afford. So sometimes let the giving be, it's not that somebody gifts you like a million naira, 500K monthly, or in the space of 6 months of knowing you, I spent 5 million naira on you. Then you now want to buy gifts, you bought him something of 30K. I feel like out of whatever a man is giving, you to be keeping some that, okay, I'm doing a job that I used to buy correct gifts for this guy too. I'm talking for people that are now like fully blown into a relationship. You should make plans to buy something tangible, something that matches what this person has, done for you back. Or if you're getting to know someone, to buy something, oh, I tried to get you ice cream, I don't even like it. Oh, I got pizza, do you mind? Too much. I want to be receiving, receiving, receiving. Sometimes it's not good. A guy can leave you for that because he's looking at it that if I marry this one, put for house. So if you don't collect money from me, some of you will collect and still not cook. So I don't know why some girls are too stingy. I don't know, and it's not good. So as much as we love to collect, I'm one of those that love, but everybody likes to collect. But as you they collect, be giving. As you they collect, to be giving. So even if you're not even collecting, but at least some of you are seriously, seriously looking for husband. A lot of you that complain about how men don't get back to you, the guy don't change. You don't use me finish. You don't change.
Nothing to offer.
You did not ask yourself what you did that probably made the guy change. Some of you are looking for husband, but you have very bad character. Your one kobo cannot fall from you. 1 naira cannot fall from
I
you.
don't know where they learn that
You can't
mindset
buy
or that
a thing.
mentality from, to be honest. He just wants to
Jesus.
be pampered and be taken care of. But the man is supposed to
Yeah,
just,
nothing should be
like,
one-sided.
what kind
I'm
of
a girl.
parasitic
I know
relationship is
people
that?
think I'm trying to do pick me. If you know me very
That's
well,
what they
I know
tell
they
you.
do pick me. Nothing concern my matter. I just live my life. I'm not trying to be picked here. You guys don't even know if I've already been picked. My life is not outside. I know the cuckoo postman. Ever since I've been in a relationship, none of you will say you have seen my boyfriend picture before.
The word has gone
But
beyond just
I'm just
expecting a
saying
man
that
to
sometimes some of them leave you guys because you people act like you don't see 10 kobo.
100.
Buy something. There are times some of you hang out with somebody. Card cannot decline, they tell you to pay. So sometimes a guy can smell, some sort of,
Absolutely.
it be like, say, me, I don't know how people confidently go out
I don't.
somewhere with
I
a
know
man,
person will say that they quick suggest
places,
places to go out
but enough
for
he
a
afford
date,
those places.
but they everly swipe in card. Now the guy and I just, I mean, now you they suggest that we guys come out, but and then when they come out, now you they always order for the most things. But not be say
That
they
one too,
work
I was
oh.
going to
Not be
mention,
say they work oh,
if
but
they work,
should they even come on 1 naira? You go
e
say
no good.
they
If una
spend.
dey order, make una dey order. See, the truth of the matter is, I don't know if it's just the way that I am built. Anyone watching this video that knows me, if you're a guy, you've hung out with me before, you should know me for one thing. I know they order like say I never see food before.
Question I'm even going to ask is who
Okay.
actually built that kind of consciousness? I'm not going to say there are
Okay.
no women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are a lot of women who they definitely understand. If I'm going out, you've gone out maybe on dates with a guy on 5, 6, 7 different
Mm-hmm.
occasions, at least endeavor to pay for one of the dates. But I don't know who built that kind of consciousness. So
Welcome to
I have a
Nigeria.
friend who told me, I mean, relocated to another country. I won't mention the country. And then mention how she went out on a date with not a Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
So they got an Uber, and after they came out of the Uber, the guy mentioned they needed to share the bill. That was like a big culture shock
Culture
for her.
shock for her.
That imagine me being with a Nigerian man telling me to come and be sharing Uber bill
No
with him.
Nigerian guy would do that.
No Nigerian guy is going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But does that also mean what the guy did is wrong?
Looking at it from the culture part, I will not say it is wrong. What is considered wrong is something that is considered generally acceptable, but in this case, it is
It
not.
is not.
This is selectively acceptable.
Yeah, it's a
You're from
cultural thing.
Nigeria, and over here, guys like to take the lead. They
They
rather
don't
do
go
stuff.
Dutch.
Do you get? But in other places, they may see it as their own way of
Inclusivity.
inclusivity. I mean, what do they call it?
Inclusivity.
Inclusivity. Trying to include you, try not to, the way they always talk about, females too should maybe in their own village or their
It's
own
their own village.
country. That's how they deem it fit to include women. When they make women pay for stuff, they respect them or they value them more. I don't know, but I won't say that it is wrong. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
If you cannot deal with a guy that looks at splitting of bills as
Like
a
going
thing,
Dutch.
the one me I will not take. What me I don't like is this. So if you, it's important to understand the difference between a supportive partner and splitting of bills. They're
Mm,
two different things. So in talking stages, some men fail to ask the right questions. No, they ask the right questions, some of them, but they ask the wrong way.
mm.
So a man is trying to know if you're a supportive woman.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, oh, I would love a supportive woman, that would be very supportive in the house. We can put resources together and grow the family and stuff like that. You know, they will now ask you, I hope you are open to splitting bills. Oh, are you the kind of girl that would complain when I'm splitting bills? The thing is, you people make talking stage like an annoying interview. You could have conversations and get all your answers without actually asking a question, because that's why some people marry wrong, because somebody who is desperate to settle down, a lady who is desperate to settle down will try and be everything you think you're
I
looking
was going
for.
to say that before you
She
continue.
will say yes.
Before you
Of
continue,
course, yeah, I'm
I
open to that.
I believe strongly,
Let her get that ring. You go know, say they
I
know they
believe
split
strongly that
bills.
courtship is a period of mutual deception.
Mhm.
To be honest.
The
See,
best way to get the true answer from someone is not to ask. Put yourself in the situation and see how they act.
so it's about, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a function of what people are saying. Because
Mm-hmm.
I have to be honest with you, I've also, I mean, seen a lot of people either pen certain things, say certain things, but
And they
at
are
the end
doing
of the day, they're
otherwise.
doing otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really just about what people say, because people say things to just get themselves out of a certain situation.
Mm-hmm. It's
When
time
you've
to
now
show
stripped
working.
all the evidence to bare bones, when it's now time to show working, is when you now find or get to
Yes,
know that,
now.
I mean,
She was
they can't
looking
even
for
show
a
up at
husband.
all. So they
You
find
said you they
husband, you
look for
said
who
they
they
find,
split
you
bill.
define
And she
the
agrees that she does split
the
bill.
shocking thing is, I remember
Meanwhile, she doesn't.
that was some 10 years ago. Yeah, that was 9, 10 years ago, 9 years ago. I remember I was out with one of my friends. So we had one of our female so I had one of my female friends around as well. And we were just having conversation, and I mean, my female friend is this type that, I mean, quite woke. You understand?
Oh,
There's certain things that she doesn't think a woman should do, which is very okay. Like they say, there's a man for every woman, there's a
there's
woman
a
for
woman
every
for
man.
every man.
And then I was shocked when, I mean, this guy was literally just alluding to everything, that she was rubber stamping all the things that she said. I mean, that's how I like my woman.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to cook. We could just go out and go
There's someone
hit.
for everyone.
Going back to the conversation around deception, he was literally just saying that
Mm.
to get into her space. I mean, it's
Mm.
not like he knew her from anywhere, but
Yeah.
he felt, I mean, I like this girl. Maybe if I'm saying things that she
Mm-hmm.
needs
That
to
she
hear,
wants to hear.
and that thing happens a lot. Some men just say things to get into a space, not into a pant right now. Women also say things, maybe because
Yes,
there's
for they get
some
what they
kind of
want.
interest just for me to get what I
Mm-hmm.
want. So, which is why I will continue to maintain that talking stage, courtship, a
It's
period
where
of
people
mutual
lie.
deception, both the man and the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there are ways you can smartly
Get
see. Sometimes some of
who
these
they
things are
truly
actually
are,
boldly written. Sometimes all you need is just have a 10 minutes conversation with this person, and you can already tell,
how they think,
you know,
what
how
they
they
do.
think, what they will do. But I mean, a lot of time we're
Because
blinded
that
to.
question, that interview thing, I feel like people, no, you're meeting a girl for the first time, people having conversations, talking stage. Everybody is trying to be the perfect person for you.
Absolutely.
At that point in time, everybody's trying to be like, yeah, no, I don't do like that. Oh, imagine a guy asking, hope you don't have anger issue. Am I supposed to say
Say that I
yes?
have an issue.
Egbami. Should I say yes? Or the ones that will say, because somebody
Or
did
do you
this
expect
to
the
me
romance to
and it
be
was so
cooking
funny.
every
One was like, okay, so are you the kind of woman that values all this bone straight and stuff? At that point, I was like, excuse me, what's that supposed to mean? If I value bone straight, how value and bone straight say they the same sentence? I mean, every woman likes good hair and stuff, but I think what he was trying to say that, oh, are you the kind of woman that maybe lavishes on material stuff or hairs and stuff like that? There are other ways to put. So another thing that men usually do that is not nice. That fine. There are reasons why you not go ahead with a girl, but guys, they have their own problem. Stop doing as if you are a prize or you're like
okay, the
World
price?
Cup. So, and you are telling me how to win you. I don't understand. They will not say stuff like, as I am like this, I'm looking for a woman that can do this, that can. They will spend 10 minutes telling you the kind of woman they are looking for.
It's a
But
sales
they
pitch.
cannot tell you 5 minutes
Oh,
why
why
they are
they?
the man that that kind of woman should want.
Hmm.
So everyone is trying to know. I'm trying to know. I will ask you a question. What's your favorite color? Have you ever fought
They
with a
still ask
man
those
before?
questions.
Have you broken TV before? Do you break things when you're angry? Nobody's going to say yes.
To be honest.
I mean, someone that wants you will not want to say
Mm-hmm.
yes. So I think that it's better to take your time because it's only God that knows somebody finish. Because some people are like layers after layers and layers after
Some don't even know to what
layers.
extent they can get
Some
until
don't
they
know until
find
they find
themselves
themselves in
in
the
such
situation. So
situation.
it's important to be with a kind person, if you
Hmm.
ask me, because there's a lot of things that kindness will never let you do. It's important to be with someone who is really kind, like genuinely, naturally kind, because a kind person would definitely consider anyone's feelings
I
first
think I
before they
think I
act.
think self-awareness is also very important because when I say self-awareness, I'm speaking more to the aspects where you know how to compose yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know the things you should or you shouldn't do,
Do.
you know. I don't know. I was talking about how I know of someone who wanted to date a lady, and this lady on went out to a party with
Mm-hmm.
this guy and was busy just sharing her contact because
That's not
she sees that
acceptable.
as a platform to network. So
Mm-hmm.
being aware is very important.
Very important.
Knowing, okay, how is she or is he going to see things like this? I don't think I should dabble or get involved in things like this. Not from a place of fear, just from a place of, having
Mm-hmm.
wanton or doing things you're not supposed to do, but just understanding, boundaries or things that could potentially affect
Affect.
your relationship or your potential relationship. So
I agree with that.
it's very important. And this is, I mean, on both sides, not just a woman thing. A man
Mm-hmm.
also needs to be aware. There's some men who don't know what they call boundaries. The women who don't know boundaries,
Yeah.
they're not just aware that you're not meant to be doing this. There are also
Mm-hmm.
men who just think they can be moving any
Mm-hmm.
type of way,
Anyhow.
and you're not mindful of how these affect your partner or also affect how she considers or he considers you, or some of the things he considers as a why
Mm-hmm.
he would want
Be with you or
to also be
not.
with you.
Well,
Yes.
this particular topic is a very lengthy one, but we have to come to a close now. So, conclusively, I would like Adiola to like give us a conclusion. What does he think he has to say?
I mean, I think, like you mentioned, it's such an exhaustive topic, right? What I just like to say is that women, ladies, people need to do better. And
In
like Michael Jackson said in his song, I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
the mirror.
Whatever it is that you want out of a man, you have to be that woman
First.
first. You cannot uh, demand for what you don't,
Deserve.
you do not deserve. It has to be that, I mean, I possess
Mm-hmm.
or I exhibit this character or traits
Mm-hmm.
before I begin to look for someone
Yeah.
who has it.
Who has
You
it?
cannot be saying gifting is your love language, but you don't know
You've
what it
never
means
given
to give anybody.
anybody.
Nobody wants a parasite. And like we
Mm-hmm.
said, the present economic situation of the
It's not
country
even
has
funny.
completely,
Mm-hmm.
led a lot of people into spaces they really shouldn't be. So,
Be.
I mean, regardless of how little, how minute, or how tiny it is,
Mm-hmm.
that support is going to come. Let it be seen that, I mean, my partner is also showing up, maybe not materially, it could be
Mm-hmm.
because, some men, I know we're concluding, but some men just really like it when they have a woman who motivate them
Motivates them.
to do more and be more.
Yeah.
Like, guy, you have the potential to do this, you have the
Mm-hmm.
potential to do that.
Encourage them, push them.
This is what some men need.
Need.
Might not necessarily be that you're buying in things. We're not saying don't
Yeah.
buy, but you have to show up one way or another. So,
Moral
I
support.
mean, provide the support, be there, be responsible, and yeah, we wish you all the best.
Thank you. On my own end, I'll say be open minded. Try and be prepared for what you're looking for. So, if you go about opening up yourself to people and you're not mentally prepared for the next phase of your life that you are hunting for, when they say something about when opportunity meets preparation, that's an amazing combination. So, that's my take on that.
Sure.
So thank you guys for watching to this level. I really appreciate you for your support. Kindly share, like, subscribe, and make comments on these videos. Thank you so much.